good luck with that hex beam, boy. I hope you didn't trip on a coil. They don't have coils. No, they take. I think pretty much all the power you can give them. I don't think I don't know what the restriction of them. I thought they were full legal limit built into them because they don't have coils. But I don't know. Good luck with that, Mark. Gosh, that's a kick. I was having trouble with my hybrid. There was a coil that was actually shorting out. It was a dielectric, as Brian would say. The dielectric failed on it, and boy, if I got close to a kilowatt, it just spiked all the hell. It just wouldn't let me go. But now I've got a trap Mosley, a high wattage one. And it lets me put any kind of power I want to in it, which is wonderful. What a release. Okay, Mark, hang on. I'll get right back to you. Let me get it over to Jim down there in beautiful north of San Francisco. K6SEX, KD2DYY. Go ahead, Jim.
ON80I, over.
Hey, John. Yeah, well, I'm using a headset mic now, Jim. But I was using the handset on the 590 the other day, and it just doesn't have the quality that this headset does. It's a Koss CS101 or something like that. There's another station. Kid Ivan? Yeah, I'm here. Well, doggone it, we'll get right over to you. Hold on, Ivan, hold on. Let me get it over to Brian, because he gets neglected. He doesn't like that. W7DFO in the group, KD2DYY. KD2DYY. Hello. Very good, Brian. I am so sorry about that washing machine, Brian. Oh boy, I wish there was a way you could mitigate that. You know where it's coming from. And every time they turn that on, it obliterates your reception, which is just, that's amazing that they can release something like that. Well, I guess the FCC isn't too tuned into real world. Let's put it that way, Brian, but good luck with that. Maybe you'll get a schedule with your neighbor when they want to run the washing machine, when you want to get on the radio. That may be a bigger hurdle than anything else you try. Very good, Brian. Have a good rest of the morning for sure, my friend. Let me see. There was another station. Ivan, I got you. No problem. There's another station where it's check in the hour show. Go ahead.
Yeah, ON80I, Mike, over.
I got you, John. There's another station, November something or other. Go ahead. November Yankee India Victor.
Yankee India Victor.
Okay, November 1, go ahead, Greg. Go ahead, Greg. Good morning to all. We're having a Thanksgiving today. We got about 12 people, and we got a turkey on Sunday and Vinny, so about 2 o'clock will be Tuesday. Yeah, but we didn't get an invite to that, Greg. Oh, sure. Now you're saying, right? Everybody's getting ready to chow down, and now you want to invite us. It may take me a while to get there, Greg. Hey, my friend, hold in there. Let me see. I got to get it back to Ivan. V6IBN, KD2DYY.
Good morning, everybody. Victor, Echo 6, Italy, Mr. November. EI6, good morning. Beautiful 605 as usual. KD2DYY, Mike, fine as usual. Adam, 5-7, good signal today. Sorry you're having a problem with your hex. KDOBE, Mark, 3-3. John, ON80I, good morning. You're green. You are 5-9. K6SEX, Jimmy, 5-7. K7VFO, 5-9. And, of course, N1Y, YIV, 5-9 also. We just drove back from Drake Valley, which is about 200 kilometers from here, and ice bombed the whole way, but it was a beautiful party last night, and we picked up the dogs from the boarding, and they were quite happy to see us, and we just got home, so I turned on the radio here, and thought you did hear a little bit. So that's what's going on here, -8, 12 kilometer winds from the northwest, and we're going down to -20 for a high for Tuesday. So, but on the good side, next week, -+1 for Saturday and Sunday. So we will pass it back to you, Mike. KD2DYY, Victor Echo 6, Italy, Victor November.
Okay, very good, very good. I'm glad you had a good time at the party, and you got home safely, and you're enjoying the temperature. You're enjoying. You Canadians, you can take a lot of cold. You guys, that doesn't bother you at all. That's wonderful. Hang in there, Ivan. Let me see. John hasn't had it yet. ON80I in the group, KD2DYY. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, Roger, very good evening to you, Mike. Good afternoon, good day to all on frequency. KD2DYY, ON80I, and the Irish Hour. Yeah, you're 10 over and sometimes 15. And I was listening. Now, here's a very good idea, something to think about, but hopefully in the long future. I clicked on an SDR down in New Zealand, and I was listening, and I said, oh, yeah, this is coming in very nicely. And then I had to look up, and it was a silent key of a guy that Jimmy and myself know from a while ago. And I think I've had 90 conversations with him. And he is ZL4 RMF. So what has happened is he's now a silent key, but he lives on in radio with a Kiwi SDR, over.
No, John, that's weird. That's weird. Could you ascertain what the problem is there?
No, there's no problem, but I have to say I wouldn't mind. I think I'll leave instructions on my will if my son is still with us before I go, that as soon as I go, set up a Kiwi in my name, over.
Wow, so that would be, well, that brings out a whole bunch of different theories, to say the least. What do you think, John?
Yeah, Roger. Well, anyway, I'm all for that. Maybe I'm just going to say a quick hello to Jimmy if he's hearing me. And I'll put it back to Jimmy, and then Jimmy can put it back to you. By the way, Ivan, you're 5 and 9. Good to hear you, Ivan, as well. Jimmy, I wonder, are you hearing me? EI6 GEB, ON80I, and the Irish Hour, over?
Yes, John, ON80I, John. And we're talking about no problem whatsoever. And thanks for the SDR.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, thank you for the 5 and 5. I've got noise of 5-9, but I am hearing you, Jimmy. Okay, and just anyway, Jimmy. By the way, Jimmy, I was hearing you also in New Zealand. So back she goes, Mike. It's quite busy. KD2DYY ON80I. Over.
Yeah. Oh no, we got a lot of check-ins, which is wonderful. But I've got to kind of make sure who hasn't had it for a while and get it over to them. That's my problem. But it's a wonderful problem. Everybody checking in. Oh, I do appreciate that for sure. Okay, very good, John. Yeah, I don't want to even think about that Silent T transmission there. I don't want to think about that. That brings up a lot of issues for sure, potential issues. But very good, John. That's quite a I don't know. It's either heartwarming or alarming with something like that happening. I don't know how to call that one out. We all have faith. We all have faith that there is something. And I'm just going to hang on to that. That's for sure. Very good, John. Hold in there. Let me see. Who hasn't had it for a minute? Well, let me see. Jim over in Dungarvan, he hasn't had it for a while. Jim, what do you think of this mess we got here? EI8IG, KD2DYY. Oh, very good, Jim. Will do. John, Jim, in Dungarvan, here's the Hermes light up and running with the 100-watt amplifier in the back of it, John. Cue us off. Oh, and ADI got some news from Jim down in Dungarvan. Johnny, still there? Oh, yeah, I guess he's either got a phone call coming or something. But Jim, I'll try and remember to give him another words from you on to the Hermes light. Hold on, Ed. James, are you heading out to the soccer game? The recast. EIA KJS, CA7, KD2DYY. Oh, yeah, God willing, that's for sure, James, that's for sure. It's all in his hands, for sure. Yeah, EKJ7 is signing out. Slow and August Bannock, my friend James, and please get a Sue for me, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Hopefully. Hopefully. If the guy upstairs is okay, we'll go ahead and do it. So there you go, James. Have a good night, my friend. Let me see. Who hasn't had it for a minute? Jimmy, let's see. I don't think. Greg hasn't had it. N1YIV, group KD2DYY. Greg. Okay, let's see, I don't know. I'm not sure if I have much to talk about. Let's see, the weather here is, I don't know, it's chilly. It was 8 degrees this morning. It's probably up to, oh God, it says it's up to 30. Oh, that's a heat wave. Let's see, I'll refresh that just to make sure that's right. Yeah, it looks like 30 degrees. So, yeah, heat wave. Let's see, what else is there? So, the last couple of days, it's honeydew lift, you know, honeydew this, honeydew that, help with the turkey, help with this, went to bed early. Oh, yesterday I got on here, well, I got on late, probably like 10 minutes off or so, and I didn't hear anybody. Maybe the band was half dead, and but everybody was busy doing honeydew lift. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, we went out and ate last night. The wife didn't want to cook, which I don't blame her. And she's kind of tired today. She's on 2 or 3 nights. She's woken up 50 times and couldn't get back to sleep very well, and so she's kind of dragging. But she'll perk up when everybody shows up. So that's about it. Back to you, Mike. KD2DYY and 1YIV. I probably had the antenna looking west to hear K6X there, and then now I'm headed your way.
All right, very good, James. Very good. And Greg, very good. Yesterday, Brian and Jim were on the West Coast. Brian was there from Seattle, and Jim was north of San Francisco. They were on with each other. But you didn't hear him, Greg, QSL?
Yeah, I heard, who was it up in, where'd it go? VFO. I heard him.
Oh, okay, good, yeah, because somebody was on yesterday. So that's good, Greg. Can you stick around a little bit, or do you have to get hopping with the meal? Go ahead.
Yeah, probably got 5 minutes or so.
All right, very good. Let me get it back to Mark up there in Avon, Minnesota. KD0 Victor Echo, KD2DYY. Now, Mark, that hex beam is rated legal limit, I'm sure, QSL. Yeah, no, I think they're rated pretty high as far as power capabilities. So, yeah, there's something, maybe even your feed line, or who the heck knows. I don't know where your SWR is coming from, but always disconcerting for sure. Absolutely, Mark. Good luck. Good luck if the ice will clear off of that. Now, I know the ice will affect any kind of beam. It'll detune it until the ice clears. And boy, I hope that happens for you. No, you don't want to go out there and screw around there, Mark. No. That's beyond the call of the hobby. That's for the pro people to get involved with. But we're not there. We're not making a ton of money with amateur radio for sure. So take it easy on that, Mark. Okay. Jim had it down in Dungarvan a minute ago. Jimmy, go ahead. ER6 Golf Echo Bravo KD2DYY.
Kilo Delta Zero, Victor Echo. Mark, the last turn. No, okay, I got a fire ID then.
No, Mark's on right now.
Ivan, yeah, you're 5 and 9 there, no problem there. Haven't heard the other guys, haven't heard Dave in a few days, or Dennis, but great to catch you. I know you only make it on the weekends, Ivan. I missed yesterday. It was actually my birthday yesterday, so I was out for a bit of a birthday celebration. We went to this steakhouse, and didn't delight at the burger, but it was quite nice, and I had a couple of pints as well there, so I was home early enough, Ivan, so that's what I did for my birthday anyway. It was nice just to get out and mark the occasion anyway, and just did a bit of Christmas shopping as well there, so we're pretty organised on the side Ivan. Great to hear you in there, and I'll just see if I can hear Mark one more time before I hand the microphone back over to Mike. KD2DYY Victor Echo. Mark, sorry, I got a bit of noise just when you did come back to me, so hopefully I can hear you this time, over. Yeah, QSL, I'm having in there about a 4x5 at the moment, Mark. So you're a little bit off frequency, you're a little bit high to me, but I can hear you anyway. Mark, I'm not sure what radio you're on. Are you on the 7300? Or what radio is that, over? Just a little bit high for me, but no, I can hear you. You're okay, and actually a 5 and 5, Mark. So a good signal coming in there. Okay, Mark, nice to hear you in there. I won't say Happy Christmas yet, but I'm sure I'll get you before the 25th there. But great to hear you in there from the home at QDH, Mark, over. Yeah, you're down now. You're down on 156, bang on there. Okay, Mark, thanks a million for the contact, and thanks, Mike. Back to you, over.
Oh, very good, Jimmy. And that's good. That Mark appreciates that signal report from beautiful Avon, Minnesota. Beautiful Avon, Minnesota. Okay, let me see. Jim, down in San Francisco. Jim, are you sleeping at the radio controls now? Can you take us in the group KD2DYY?
Jim, are you going to stick around for a while, Jim? Very good, Jim. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me say hi to Jimmy in San Francisco. Hi, Jimmy. Great here on Old Oak to Beach Meeting. San Francisco. Hopefully, good to hear you from the West Coast. Coming back to the city, N1 back to Michael.
All right, very good, very good. John hasn't had it for a minute, guys. ON80I, KD. John?
Yeah, Roger. I'm flicking around between various Kiwis at the moment, and I just want to see, am I actually hearing myself in New Zealand? So, yeah, I can't hear myself in New Zealand, but Jimmy and you and Ivan are very strong in New Zealand. Now, the only thing that blots the copybook, Mike, is that where Ron lived, he lived on the top of a hill. And if you know New Zealand, they have, it's something like 3 million people and 60 million sheep. So there's a lot of electrical fencing to keep the sheep in and out, over.
Oh, you think that's the reason for that what would you call it, surrealistic reception?
Yeah, no, I can see the click of the electrical wires, over.
Oh, they pulse. Yeah, they pulse. It's not a constant increased voltage. They're actually pulsing. Keep the cattle inside the fence. It doesn't. When I was a kid, my uncle Tom. The gentleman that sponsored my dad to come over here, he had electric fences all around his property there for his cattle and horses and all that stuff, and I got a hold of that sucker a couple times, and that is not pleasant, John. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. And speaking about sponsoring, there's an Irish group that sing a lot of songs. I'm just trying to remember the name of the group, but one of them is they sponsor a young guy of 80. His uncle, who works in the New York police, sponsors his nephew to come over, and when his nephew arrives in New York, just before he meets his uncle is shot, over.
Oh, boy, I am so sorry to hear that. That's terrible. That is terrible. Probably a senseless shooting too. QSL.
Yeah. Now I have to let you in. It is a song, but it just I'll get the song and I'll send you a link to it. Over.
Oh, okay, very, very good. No, but that happens, you know. You get these nuts out there that, oh, geez, I was just chiding Adam about that ghost guns and all that stuff. They're trying desperately to control the guns in this country, but they're not going to do it. They're not going. They're going to enact all sorts of laws, and in the long run, it's just like I was telling Adam, the criminals will always have guns. They will always. You're not going to legislate the criminals to give up their guns. Yourself.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, well, I'll just say a quick hello to Greg. So, and I always have a difficulty remembering, but one day I will. N1IYN, I think it is, Greg. ON80I, over.
Yeah, very good. Let's see. Where have I got you on the list here? I don't know if I do. What's I'm just bad. I can't remember. What's that? CRS can't remember stuff. What's your call over?
Yeah. Okay. Name is John, and it's Oscar November 8 Echo India. Now I could quickly look to the logbook, but while I have you there, you're 10 and 15 over. And I also heard you in New Zealand a few moments ago, Greg, over.
Very good. Okay, what's your suffix again?
Yeah, Roger. Okay, the suffix is Echo India, like Ireland, over.
Okay, now I got it. And you're 10 over here, John. 10 over. Very good signal. And let's see. Yeah, it's phonetically you can say November 1, Yankee, India, Victor. Yankees in victory, but I'm a Red Sox fan. If we're talking baseball, Boston, Fenway Park, the Green Monster. So I have phonetics for the Yankees, but I'm a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, very good, Greg. Anyway, you're sounding great. 10 and 15 over, and very clear audio on the FT DX 5000. Now, one more thing before I say goodbye on this one. When are you heading south? Over.
Yeah, we fly Christmas Day, and hopefully the plane won't be so crowded, or at least the airport won't be so busy, because everybody will be in place, and hopefully there's no storm.
Yeah, Roger, and hopefully the guys flying the plane will be fairly sober, HI. But Greg, 20 over.
Very good. You're 10 over. So yeah, we're hitting a very straight line across the pond. Very good, John.
Yeah. Okay. Back to you, Mike. Over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, that happens once in a while with airline pilots. Unfortunately, it does happen. My brother was a commercial airline pilot, and no, he never got into that when he was going to fly. Absolutely, but that does happen, and that is documented quite well. It's documented. Okay, very good, John. Let me get it to Chief Ivan has it for a minute. Reading 6IBN, KD2DYY.
KD2DYY. Italy, November. Very fine, Mike. Yeah, I think I'm going to back him out of here. Last week, versus very honest. So, because they stuff ready for work tomorrow. A little bit. So, we're going to take somebody great, and it's great to be on here and hear everybody. And I got one more week of work. And I'm off before January, so I'll be able to get back on the radio for quite a bit of time. So we'll say 73 for now, and it's great hearing everybody, and we look forward to talking to everybody this week. So let's look at your it'll be November, we'll be clearing, and KD2DYY.
All right, everybody wants to avoid Ivan. You better enjoy his absence during the week this week, because otherwise he's going to be on constantly. Ivan, did I set you up all right?
Perfect.
Say hi to Terry and Piper and Luca for me. Please say hi to Terry, Piper, and Luca. Terry first, Ivan. Have a good rest of the morning, my friend. Let me see. Oh, geez, who hasn't had it? Jim. Wait a minute. Jim over there in Dungarvan. The poor guy. VIHIG, KD2DYY.
KD2DYY.
Hey, Jim, are you running more power than you used to? Go ahead. Very good, Jim. Very good. No, you got either it's a better signal or a better audio, one way or the other. But you're coming across stronger to my radio in Central New York, New York State. So you're coming across a little bit better. Quite a while, so that's good, Jim. Have a good night. Have a good night. Enjoy your dinner, and we'll look for you every day, Jim. So get back to us when you can, for sure. Jim in Dungarvan is heading out. Let me go to Jimmy. He's up in Tipperary. Yes, Golf Echo Bravo, KD2DYY. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Yes, you're 10, maybe hitting 15 over, Jimmy, over. Yeah, Roger. No, this is just something my wife likes to gather friends together. We got friends, all my brothers up in, Naples, Maine. And then, my old hometown where, not my hometown, I was born in Skowhegan, but where I used to work in Mechanic Falls, I got friends coming down from there. I got, friends coming from Auburn where we used to live. We got 4 houses up the road, friends there. So it's just, we call it a Friendsgiving, just to have a good time, over. Oh, God, yes, that's a good idea. I'm going to write that down. Hey, last night was weird. My wife forgot her phone at the restaurant. Well, luckily it's only less than 15 minutes away. But on the way, I have, digital radio, D-Star, DMR, and I used to have it work mobile, but it's screwed up. But anyways, I was trying to work it, and it was dark, and I was trying to keep my eyes on the road, and I was trying to put my phone back in the cup holder. I must have hit my sister-in-law's number. My brother's down in Florida. He says, "Hey, Greg, what's up?" He says, "You called us 3 times ago." And he was having a bag from a party down the road where he lives, over.
Well, anyway, these things happen. Okay, Greg, won't hold it up any longer. Great working you there. I'm sure I'll catch you before we'll talk to this, but enjoy your party. And Mike, it's great to hear you in there. It's great. And Brian, better. But normally they come in pretty good anyway. Mike, KD2DYY with the group. I'll see that 73, and I hope we'll catch you. Maybe conditions will be good enough on the mobile on the way home tomorrow. Take care, Mike.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy, for being there, for sure. Please say hi to Sandra and Riley and Macy tonight for me. And did you have your meal yet, Jimmy? Okay, very good. Good idea. Well, enjoy your evening, Jimmy, and we'll talk to you soon for sure. And just relax and settle in and get comfortable. That's the way to do it, Jimmy. You know that. Okay. Oh, by the way, Greg, I was sitting right next to a guy from the radio club at the Christmas party yesterday, and he's from Rockland. What do you think of that?
Oh, my neighbor just up the road. Well, that's about maybe a little over an hour, but yeah, we stayed there in Rockport last September on the way to
Yeah, a good guy. Bob, he's a great guy, really a great guy. I enjoy hanging around with him at the club for sure. I don't know, one of those guys just stands out in my mind, he's impressive as hell. Statue-wise, not so much, but some of the stories he's got. Just like you, Greg. Jeez. Okay, John. Down in San Francisco is still with us. K6SEX, are you still there, KD2DYY?
KD2DYY.
Jim, same thing I said to Jimmy.
I'm glad you're there. We like you guys there, but we just don't have it. We just don't have it. So, hang in there, Jim, and thank you for your joining in today. Absolutely. Have a good afternoon. Good rest of the morning. Got to move around and talking. Have a good rest of the morning, and get some more coffee in you and just relax, Jimmy. Relax, Jim, for sure. Take care, my friend. John, 0180i, KD2DYY.
Yeah, Roger, and I don't think Jim is hearing me, but if Jim is hearing me, take care, Jim. I was searching around on various Kiwis to pick you up, and I just found you on one in Nebraska, but you're a little bit light. So I'll put it back to you, Jim. If you don't respond, Mike can pick it up. But K6SEX ON8EI, Jim, over. Yeah, very good, Jim. Okay, well, I can't hear you on my radio, but as said, I'm hearing you in Nebraska, and nice that you're hearing me. And the name of that group that I was talking to Mike was called the Wolf Tones. So, Jim, have a nice evening. No, your day is just beginning. So, greetings from Belgium, Jim. Always nice to hear you. K6SEX ON8EI. Bye bye, Jim. Over. Yeah, bye-bye, Jim, and back to you, Mike, over.
Very good.
For sure. Have a good rest of the morning for sure, Jim. Okay, we gotta get it back over to Mark. In Avon. I gotta make sure Mark is still with KD0 Victor Echo in the group, KD2DYY. Mark still there? Oh, he may have checked out. Let me give him a little more call. KD0 Victor Echo, are you still there, Mark? KD2DYY? No, I guess he checked out. Okay, very good. So we got John. We got to worry about Greg in Maine. He's still listening, so you have to be careful what you say. ON80I KD2DYY.
Yeah, Roger. Well, anything I'll say about Greg will be all good, Mike. Over.
What do you think, Greg? Oh, no, I was just telling John, you got to be careful what you say because Greg might be listening. QSL.
I usually leave the radio on, so when I'm walking up the stairs from Studio B, my ears are still. It's like when I ran my store. It was only 5,000 square foot, but I could be in one corner, and some customer would be in the farther corner, and they'd say something about me, and I said, I can hear you.
Well, it helps to have sharp ears also, but very good. I'm glad the shop wasn't that big. Good for you, Greg. Okay, I was just pointing like you got to know that with me. Sorry. ON80 KD2DYY.
Yeah, which reminds me of the story of the old woman, and the doctor gave her 3 months to live, but she kept on living, and every time she'd pass by the door, she'd knock on the door, open it, and say, "I'm still here." Over.
Yeah, isn't that a kick? Well, that happens. That happens. You know that. That's well documented. People, the doctor will say, hey, your exit date is such and such a date. And a lot of times it don't happen, John. And you know what? They can tell me my exit date, and I'll just not believe it until it happens. QSL?
Yeah, Roger. Anyway, very good. But just back to the Kiwis. Yeah, I was very happy to come across Ron in New Zealand's his Kiwi SDR. Over.
Well, I haven't referenced any Kiwi down there in New Zealand. I don't know why. I guess I just haven't had a need to do that yet, because I have a whole list of STRs, and I think you do too, John, that I reference as we go through the net and try and gain a better signal, better received signal. But no, I've just never got a New Zealand station that SDR station that I needed to utilize. John, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, well, just talking about radio. Normally we just talk about life, but I'm always kind of walking around thinking of various things that can improve my signal. And then I thought, hey, I have a dipole for 80 meters, and one of the legs goes up to 22 meters. The other one drops down to about 4 or 5, but I'm going to change that. And then I said to myself, yeah, for DX, I'm going to put an extra leg for 40 meters. So I'll turn it into a fan dipole, 40 and 80, with the inner core, one of the legs going up in the direction of 22 meters. Over.
Yeah, well, I've got separate wires, one for 80 and one for 40, and they do really good. So I don't want to disrupt those. But if you can combine them, I like the idea of fan dipole. I do like that idea. And there are some peculiar aspects about it, tuning those up. Chopping the ends. You got to be careful. I think it starts the lower frequency, then you go up, or is it the other way around? But I've never gotten one on up in the air. But I'm pretty happy with the situation I've got now. With the I've got one element on my old hybrid is stuck up there for 17 and 12, and the rest I've got the wires for the lower bands and the tri-bander for the upper bands, and then the little hybrid single element also does a very good job on 6 meters. So I've got full coverage, but more or less. But I seem to be getting out with the little hybrid single element. It's just an amazing antenna. Very good, John. Let's see. Let me get it back to Greg now. I'll give it right back to you, John. N1YIV in the group, KD2DYY.
Okay, Mike, and very good. I should get out of here, but hey, guess what I'm wearing over my T-shirt today?
Is it something we can speak about?
Yeah, it's two things. I have the T-shirt is grumpy old man, and then on top of that, because we're doing a ugly sweater. Yeah, the wife's calling. I'll be up, and I knew it was time. And I'm wearing. It's not really an ugly sweater, but it's a sweatshirt, and it's the Grinch. The Grinch, the guy that likes to put a kibosh on Christmas.
Oh, he's a despicable guy. That Grinch was despicable, QSL.
QSL, okay. Hey, good to hear everybody, and I got to go, and I knew the timing. Isn't that amazing? I knew I would be getting paid. So everybody have a great rest of the Sunday. Catch you later. N1YIV.
Yeah, Greg, the worst thing is when they come into your Radio Shack and they stand there and stare at you. That's the worst kind, QSL.
Yeah, I don't mind when she just up at the stairs and she yells down. Or actually, there's two doors: the one in the mudroom and the one coming down here. So I can hear her.
But I believe you better hear her. Very good, Greg. Have a great afternoon. Yeah, you're in my same time zone. Have a great afternoon, and we'll talk to you soon, Greg. Have a good day. Enjoy that turkey dinner. Wow. Yeah, that is great. That is great, Greg. Take care, my friend. Cheers, huh?
Yo, 7-3, everybody. Have a great rest of what left of the day. Bye-bye, N1YIV.
All right. John, you did it again. You're the co-anchor. What do you think? ON80I, KD2DYY.
Yeah, bye-bye, Greg, if you're still there, over.
Yep, bye-bye, John.
Yeah, bye-bye. 20 over on that one. Yeah, he's a terrific signal, and I really congratulate him on his setup mic. So there we go, back to the just you and I. And the other guy is, I suppose you've heard of Scrooge, over?
Oh, yeah, Scrooge. That was, I'll tell you something. There's a 1951 production of Scrooge, and it had Alistair Sim was he was Scrooge. And I remember when I was a little kid, I couldn't have been more than, maybe 6, 7 years old, and I saw that movie. And it was the best one ever made, and I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that movie. And it was good times. There were a lot of people that aren't with us now that were there, and we were in the dining room. In the dining room, we had a television in the dining room at that time. It was an old-fashioned. The television was like 3 inches across, a little round screen on it, but it was great. It was like an old oscilloscope with a great big long CRT in it, and we're hanging around looking at that thing, and boy, it just brings. It's supposed to be the story of a conversion at Christmas time. It's supposed to be a conversion, but it affected me more than that. It was a wonderful movie, and the star was just perfect for the part. Okay, there you go. ON80I KD2DYY.
Yeah, Roger. Well, the one I always remember we used to watch, and it was in black and white, and that was called, and I'll tell you the title, I'm not sure if you know it, but anyway, if you don't know it, I'll tell you about it. And it was called The Golden Skates, over?
No, that doesn't, vaguely, but no, I don't remember too much about it. It was the same. You're right, John, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, 50, something like that. And yeah, these people growing up in Holland, and I don't know when it would have been about. Maybe it was meant to be in the 30s or the 50s. Who knows? And yeah, the father had buried some treasure in the garden, and then he hurt his head, and he forgot everything. And he didn't know where the treasure was, and they didn't even know that he had buried treasure. So they were really, really poor. And I'll tell you more in a moment, over.
Boy, it reminds me of another movie, God's Little Acre. You ever hear that one?
Yeah, go again, over.
God's Little Acre.
Yeah, no, I don't know that, but I'll have a look in a little while. So they were really down on their luck. It was amazing. And then there was a skating race, and I think one of them won it or something like that. And then the father, he hurt his head again, and he remembered everything, over.
And meanwhile, somebody dug up their treasure, curious, huh?
Well, we were not going to spoil it. No. They all lived happily ever after, over.
Oh, very good. Thank you for not spoiling it, John. No, that doesn't sound familiar. I may have seen it, but I don't. It didn't impress me that much, I guess, or maybe I didn't see it, John. So don't worry about that. But yeah, God's Little Acre. There was the father of the family was digging all through the property, holes, looking for a treasure that he swore was there by somebody, and I don't remember the exact details of it. But all over his property, it looked like bomb craters with mackerel. And that was, I think, in the late 50s, early 60s, that movie came out. It was just an amazing somebody would go through that effort to get those very treasure that he's perceived was there, and it may not have been there all along. That's, I think, what we were left with, because he never did find it. 0180 KD2DYY.
Yeah, Roger, very good. I also like the one where George Burns plays God. Over.
Oh, guess who's talking? No, that's not it. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Do you know the title?
Yeah, I've no idea what the name of it was, but I do remember he played it well. You know, he was very believable. Over.
Yeah, George Burns. Yeah, he was quite a guy. I think he made it to about 99. I think he made it to 99. But he was back. He was busy in the 30s, all the way through to what? About oh God, I think he didn't make. I don't think he made the new century. I don't think he made the new century. But boy, he was a busy son of a gun. A lot of movies, a lot of television shows. A prolific actor for sure. Very good actor. And he had his wife there, George Murphy, and I can't remember his wife, but maybe you do. 0180 KD2DYY.
Yeah. Well, if you want to know about movies, I haven't seen many, but my wife and my daughter are experts. Over.
Oh boy. My brother has a book on all the movies. I can't remember the title of the book, but it was voluminous. It was, it had to be about 3 inches, the binding, 3-inch back on the back of it. And it had everything, all the way from the beginning of movies all the way through, and all the stars that were in each movie. It's just an amazing book. Maybe you guys want to avail yourself of something like that, QSL?
Yeah, Roger. And what was it called? Over?
No, I don't know. I'd have to. I'll find out. I'll email them and get that. And I'll have that next time for you, John. QSL? Yeah,
okay, Roger. Well, I'll. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, look. I'm gonna have a look around and see if I can make a few contacts. But we'll. Yeah, I won't be on the radio. I'll be at work tomorrow evening. So I believe the next time I'm on is possibly next Saturday. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, if you do show up, just give us a call. I mean, I will not ignore you. You got too big a signal. What do you think of that, John?
Well, that's very decent of you. By the way, you came up to 15 over on that one. And, Greg was coming in great. But, it was nice to hear you down in New Zealand. Over.
I hope it's good to hear me any place. But, I haven't... In New Zealand, that beam heading for me has got to be to my northwest. That's got to. Oh, wait a minute. No, almost. New Zealand. Wait a minute. For beam heading for me. No, that would be southwest of me. That would be southwest of me, John. QSL.
Yeah, Roger. Well, there's going to be two headings. There's going to be long and short. So normally in the evening time, it's going to be short. Over.
No, I'm talking about short path. The short path. The long path would be just a little bit north of where my heading is right now. But this short path would be actually southwest of me. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, it is amazing. Now, for me, just out of curiosity, long path for VKZL is 240 degrees, so it's southwest. Over.
240 degrees, 180, 240, southwest. Okay, because you're shooting pretty close to my heading, going that way. I'm just looking at the Spain and the peninsula there. Actually, you'd be shooting right over me, Chessa.
Yeah, well, at the moment, I'm about 330, over.
Okay, no, you're 330. I think you're shooting a little bit north of me. I'm looking at the Iberian Peninsula there. Oh, no, you're in EU. You're in EU. What's your heading?
Yeah, 330, over.
Oh, 330. Yeah, I guess so. I'm looking at that ARRL map of the world. So I guess you're pretty close to me, Carl.
Yeah, now, are you looking at a great circle, over?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've got the Great Circle. It's amazing when you look at New Zealand on the Great Circle. It looks so long, over.
Yeah, it does. Well, it's a continent. It's a continent unto its own, and it's a big one. I mean, I actually wouldn't want to travel from one edge to the other edge. You know, diagonally across that country. Holy mackerel, sure stuff.
Yeah, Roger. Okay. By the way, how is Nancy and company, over?
Oh, it's just as crappy as ever. What the heck, you know? I mean, she never changes, which is good. She's a pretty healthy girl. The only thing that, the only real problem she had was her eyesight, and that, that was damaged a long time ago, and she compensates okay for it. She's been living with that for quite a while. She does have glaucoma that just started up a couple years back, and she's got to have drops. She's got to put drops in every night to control that. But other than that, she's hanging in there, John. Thanks for asking. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Well, that's good to hear. Well, yeah, you can only you've got two options. You put up with it and fight it, or you just let it take you over. Over.
Okay, somebody's asking if the frequency was in use. I don't know. Maybe he's pulling my leg. Okay, very good, John. Well, I better get up and find out what he's up to pretty soon here. And I think you've got something going on this afternoon, unless I'm mistaken. 080 KD2DYY.
Yeah, no, I'll just have a look around the bands. I might come down and make a cup of tea, and I'll have maybe 2 slices of barmbrack, over.
That barmbrack, okay, very good, John. Very good. I'll have to look into that. I'm into ice cream and cake. There you go.
What do you like, over?
Oh, ice cream and cake. All sorts of ice creams and cakes. I mix them together too. I put a slice of cake on a plate with some ice cream on it, and I mix them together.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah. Do you ever warm the cake up and then put the ice cream on top, over?
No, I never have tried that. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, Roger. Just give it a little bit of a little blast of the microwave. Not something hectic, but just something to heat it up. That's what I get served, and a little bit of ice cream on top. It really cheers things up, over.
Well, just having ice cream and cake on the plate cheers things up as far as I'm concerned. That's a good dessert. I like it, John. I like it. 080 KD2DYY.
Yeah, very good. Okay, well, Mike, take care. Greetings to Nancy, the four-legged friends, to the extended family, your brother-in-law and your son. And we'll, all going well, we'll speak on next Saturday, over.
Yeah, I'm sorry. John, I'm sorry you got to work, but you're going to get there. Damn it. I don't, you know what? Looking back upon that punching it, well, I never really punched it hard, but looking back on that, I don't miss it, John. I don't miss it. Even though I do work in the morning, part-time, I go in when I want to and leave when I want to and so forth and so on. It is so much nicer. It's just so much nicer. And yet I'm getting out of the house, so I get the exercise in too, So there's plus the way I'm doing things now. But back in the, hourly working, that was, I did not like that. But you'll get there, John. Yourself.
Yeah, Roger. Well, no, but you see, the good thing is I can still do it. And, by going in and out by pedal cycle, that's also good for me. And there's also the financial bonus of working, and also the meeting people when you're there. So there's lots of pluses. So I am lucky with my situation, over.
Good for you, John. That's what. If it isn't a burden to go into, there was one gentleman that checked in the Irish Hour, and I won't mention his name, but he just dreads going in every week. He just dreads it. He checked in this Irish Hour, and And he absolutely, he absolutely. And I had a job that I hated as well. I did have one. It was pretty close to the end of my. Well, no, it was about 6 years out from my retirement. I had a place I worked for. It was a hospital. I worked for a hospital. I was a biomed tech. And I absolutely, I sat in the parking lot looking at that hospital for 15, 20 minutes, dreading that I had to go in there. And isn't that a terrible way to go, John? KD2DYY.
Yeah, no, that is dreadful. No, luckily I don't have that problem. And be sure you, Mike, if I did, I would, I'd knock it on the head. So, when I'm talking to people at work, I said, if I didn't want to come in, I wouldn't. Over.
No, I know it. Well, it happened, John. It happened at the time in my life where, I was well past 50, and I was my skill set wasn't that much in the demand anymore. So I was really scratching, and I had been relocated to another city up here in the Northeast, Erie, PA. I worked down there during the week. I came home on the weekends. It was every weekend for a year and a half, and I had to leave that. I couldn't keep doing it, so I got an employment with a hospital, a biomed tech, and I was scratching. But I had to do it. I was good at the job. I won't do any job unless I'm good at it. But I just hated it. Then I quit there and went to work for an outfit I worked for 25 years earlier. And that only lasted a year. It was supposed to be a 3-year contract. It lasted a year, and they laid me off because the contract expired. Yeah, so they laid me off. So what I did, long and short, I'm carrying on too long here, Sean. But I talked to one of the guys I work for, and he said, why don't you go to competition? Because you've got everything they need, and maybe they're looking for somebody. Well, that's when I went to competition, John, and they were looking for somebody. The timing was perfect, and that was where I retired from. That's where I retired from. It just worked out perfectly. Just one of those things. But I just lucked out, I guess, down through the years, and here I am. I am what I am. What do you think, John? KD2DYY.
Yeah, Roger. Well, as they say, one door closes and another one opens. And my daughter, she's now finished her internship, and tomorrow morning she goes back to school. So so she got they had a tiny little party for her because she was going, and also the boss put €100. So let's say something like 120 or maybe $110 in an envelope. He didn't have to, but he did. But he's a nice guy, and I told her to send that email to thank them and the whole lot, and she did. And I said, always keep that door open. And let's say you're applying for a certain job. Maybe they don't have that job, but they might know someone that's looking for someone. So you always keep things open. Over.
Well, yeah, it's called don't burn your bridges. Don't burn your bridges. That's what that's called. Yeah, keep that open. Because it's funny. The unofficial networking that people get into that are, that one person will know somebody in another job, or they'll know somebody in another job, and they might know when a job is coming open. It isn't published. And if you're on the inside track, and everybody thinks highly of you, guess what? You walk right in there. It does work out. You're absolutely 100% correct, John. You really are. Okay, my friend, I got to get going. I'm afraid of having the floor above me being stomped on, if you know what I mean. But I think everything's cool right now. But I'm going to get going, John. KD2DYY.
Yeah, okay. Well, just one final thing. I had just left school and I was doing various jobs. At night I was working in a public house and serving the customers, and then by day I was in McDonald's and the whole lot. So one day I was in McDonald's and I met this guy who I knew from the radio. And he says, well, what are you doing? I says, well, I'm here. He says, well, we're looking for someone for a certain job. Come up and have a talk with me. I went up to him and we had a chat and he offered me the job. Over.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's, I don't know what you call it. Just your good nature and, don't be a downer. Don't be a downer. Keep your ears open, John. It just worked out for you for sure. Congratulations. Is that the present job you have?
Oh, no. That's many jobs. That's now you're going back about 40 years ago. But the name of the game, you have to hustle. Over.
Yeah, they don't want somebody who's going to be a slug. They don't want somebody who's not productive. All you are is occupying space, and anybody can do that, John. QSL.
Yeah, Roger. Well, anyway, that's it. All worked out, and then after that, I think I did nearly 2 years there, and then I went to VK. But that's another story. Okay, Mike, we keep in touch, and as I said, normally Saturday we'll speak on the radio. KD2DYY ON80I. Bye-bye from Belgium, over.
Very good, John. And say hi to Kadisha and Joe and Farah and Skippy and Cindy. And we will talk to you soon, John. We'll talk to you soon, my friend. ON80I, KD2DYY is clear. Take care, John.
Yeah, bye-bye, Mike. Thank you. Bye-bye.